guys, welcome to Indian Creek Bowhunting Journal. Pretty excited about this year's season. Just heading out to do a little bit of bow hunting. It's bow season right now, and just flew from overseas where I work, and looking forward to getting out there and doing a little bit of bow hunting. Hopefully we'll be whacking and stacking them this year. We've got to shoot 10 doe off of our property, and we get to shoot 2 bucks, so off 100 acres. We just got way too many deer this year. So stay tuned for some great hunting action this year, and we'll see you out in the blind.
The message of the Holy Scriptures is absurd, and the life of the Messiah is meaningless, unless we believe that he walked perfection, and that he died for my substitution, that his resurrection is no illusion.
Well guys, I am super excited. We are out for the first hunt of the season, and we're going to see if we can shoot a doe tonight. Need to get some meat in the freezer, so we'll see what happens. This year we got 10 doe to take on this 100 acres. Just we've got an overrun with deer this year, and they're going to second highest population probably in the last 15 years, so we really need to get the numbers down to shoot a couple of big bucks as well as 10 doe, so, and any exotics we see. So stay tuned for a great hunt. We're off to go sit in the blind tonight. Don't know if anything will come in. Probably expect more in the morning because it's a little cooler, but it's pretty warm right now, so stay tuned for a good hunt. So I got in the blind, did a little bit of email, and then sat around and waited for the deer. It didn't take long, and the first deer showed up. I was seeing lots of spikes, and which worries me a little bit because spikes do not grow up to be as large as the others. At least research shows here in the hill country that that's true. But I saw a few nice shooters, potential shooters, in about 3 years. It's always good to see those deer on your property. The next morning I was up early. That's a good thing about jet lag, is that you don't have to adjust for the mornings. So I was up bright and early in the blind, seeing all the action. So I had a spike come in first and sat back and watch the action. Wasn't really interested in shooting a spike, although it did cross my mind because I do need some meat in the freezer. So these little guys had come in, and finally I had this doe decide she was going to come in, so I was pretty excited about that. When she first came in, boy, she was really jittery and wouldn't really sit still, so I just manned the camera, kept filming, waiting for her to settle down. Every little slightest noise I would make, those little babies, as well as she would look up, and it was just really calm that morning. So watch this as it plays out. The one big drawback to solo camming is when they walk out of the frame, you're the one filming and shooting, so you got to take the time to readjust everything. First shot of the year, and I was a ball full of nerves. It's amazing how nervous you get just for a crazy doe. But that's the way it was. No excuses. I just rushed my shot. Didn't take the time I really needed to take. So it wasn't long before these little spikes came back, and these two little guys were having a little fun. But I don't think that guy's mama told him that he could poke somebody's eye out with that thing. He better be careful. As I was watching these little guys playing around, I was hoping that Mama would come back, and sure enough she did, but she never did come into range. She just kind of walked straight through and never stopped and gave me a shot, so that's all I got of her. So after that I decided, well, you know what, I really need some meat for the freezer, and there's 4 spikes sitting here, and being that they're spikes, I figured I would take the biggest one and shoot him. So sit back and watch as I try to shoot this spike. He's done. That's a dead deer. Even though it's a spike. I needed some meat in the freezer. Well, I gathered all my stuff up. I think we got us some freezer meat over there. Come along, let's go see if we can find them. Alright, we got some initial blood here. This deer ran back through this way. So we're going to go take a look. I'm going to put the camera down and see if I can just go find it. Alright guys, we got last blood here. Went back to the cabin to take a look, and it looks like a good shot. This deer is probably gone about 70 yards up to this point where I found last blood, finding really sparse blood. So I'm going to try to, went back, got the car, looked at the video, and then I'm going to go look through here real closely. But little drops of blood left. Had some good blood back through these trees, but kind of let out, so see what happens. Alright, well we found him, so pretty excited about that. Got some meat in the freezer. He's a little spike, so we're going to shoot spikes off this year, as well as about 10 doe, so this will probably be the last spike we take. But that nap kill zone did a number on him, as you can see. But I'll tell you what, pretty happy about the first deer down for the year. Stay tuned for more, because we got more hunting action coming.